Hi everyone, this is Constance from Zuva. Today we're going to look at the issue of what to expect from your accountant as a medical practitioner. Now we're all experts in our fields, but we have to accept the reality that there will always be others who are also equally experts in their field, and we have to rely on them. The power or the weapon that we have is that we can prepare ourselves and arm ourselves with a clear idea or guideline in terms of how to drive the relationship. So as a medical practitioner running a private practice, you want to sleep easy knowing that you have a trusted accountant as a financial advisor to help you achieve your financial objectives. Now, your financial objectives will include some or all of the following: efficient structuring of your practice to minimize risk. And this is typically at the beginning when you're setting up. So you want to minimize risk, you want to optimize your tax planning, and you want to minimize your administrative burden as well. So you also want to rely on an accountant that will help you to plan your financial planning and optimize how you've structured your life. And this may even go beyond just your accounting needs, but as a financial practitioner. And granted, they might not be an expert in that area, but at least they should be able to identify the key things and point you towards the experts in their fields. Other areas are efficient reporting processes, clear communication and availability when needed, as well as synchronization of accounting and operational systems and reporting. Quite a tall order, but it is possible. Now, when you're setting up your medical practice, most medical practitioners have questions, and such as what type of entity should I set up, and what are the tax planning opportunities for both myself and my business? What are the do's and don'ts, and so forth. Now, it's good to get the best options presented to you right from the beginning, so that you don't have to make expensive mistakes, and so that you have an optimal setup right from the beginning. Personal advice. Now, this is an important one for a lot of people. You're not just a number. Medical practitioners are often busy, but they also want to feel that they're not just a number. For that reason, they seek an accounting advisor who is available and financially savvy. They're not looking for someone who just crunches numbers. Instead, they want someone that they feel they're getting the best value and best advice out of, and that is possible for the nature and size of their business, as well as their specific circumstances. So this requires really an accountant who is able to incorporate an understanding of the practitioner's family circumstances as well as their business circumstances, so that they can provide holistic advice and services beyond just the practice. It is important to understand the background behind your client, so that you can be relevant in terms of the nature of advice that you provide. Regular, preferably in-person meetings are very vital to help keep the connection between the accountant and the client, and so that there's that ongoing mutual synergy and understanding. In the medical field, insurance is a very important part of your daily experience. So there's always a risk of malpractice insurance. So professional indemnity is critical. And in addition, a practitioner who works for themselves takes some kind of risk, in that what happens if some form of debilitating, life-changing event happens, and it affects their ability to perform their duties beyond just the short term. So ongoing earning capacity and quality of life is very critical, and there are forms of insurance that cover that. So therefore, the dread disease disability cover is a very important part of the conversation that you as a medical practitioner should have with your accountant, and importantly with your financial advisor. Now, if you operate as a partnership, then something like buy and sell and key person cover is also critical. And this is the case whether you're a partnership or a proprietary limited, or a PTY as we call it, if you're in partnership with other experts in the field. Now, it's also critical for medical practitioners to get solid retirement benefits planning advice so that they're able to get to plan for the retirement that they want. Even though accountants might not be able to provide the specific planning advice, at least they should be able to raise that as an issue that you should be able, or that you should make sure you've covered, so that you can put the requisite plans in place. Cash flow planning, financial reporting, and tax planning. These are very, very important, and they are also related to each other. Now, regular cash flow planning for the practitioner will help them to manage their income by investing their excess funds in optimal investment structures to maximize the returns. Now, it will also help them to meet their financial obligations, such as salaries and tax remittances, as and when they fall due. Financial reporting is also important for empowering practitioners to understand what's happening in their business and how they're performing and so forth. So it gives them an understanding of where they're going, and it helps them also to strengthen their understanding and to plan for the future as well, to plan and to forecast. And so proactive accountants will help will ensure that they arm their clients by making this information easily available and easy to assimilate for the medical practitioners who are not necessarily experts in this field. And tax planning is critical. A good accountant will help their client to structure their business and financial affairs in a way that optimizes their tax affairs and maximizes their return. Now, elements of tax planning include things like car ownership, fringe benefits, travel allowance, as well as remuneration strategies. I hope this has been insightful. Now, if I've left you with residual questions and you want to reach out to clarify some of those questions, please feel more than free to reach out on any of the platforms indicated, and I really look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.